Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone Hunter, back with another edition of What's Really Good. You know my motto, you see the title, I'm not gonna hold you. Today we're gonna be talking about the raid on Puff Daddy's mansions, what it's looking like, what it could potentially be, what it could possibly be, and that type of thing right there. Shout out to Harlem, by the way. Shout out to New York City. If you've been rock with the channel, I appreciate you. If you just turning in for the first time, make sure you hit that like button on the way in the door. Make sure you hit that subscribe on the way out the door. And make sure you stay to the end of the video because you already know how I do it. Gets spicy over here. So check me out, though. So for those of y'all that didn't know, 3 of Puff Daddy's homes got raided yesterday by Department of Homeland Security. Right? They're conducting an investigation into allegations of sex trafficking. We don't know what it is that they were looking for, what it is that they found when they did the raid. But news sources say that Puff Daddy had escaped right before the raid and he was on a plane to the Caribbean islands. He tried to go over there and do the dirty wine and them something there. And for those of y'all that don't know, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Diddy are some of the names that he called by. The founder of Sean John Clothing, founder of Bad Boy Records. He the one that broke artists like the Notorious B.I.G., a.k.a. Biggie Smalls. He broke artists like Craig Mack, Faith Evans. He worked with Andre Harrell back in the days at Uptown Records, where they had acts like Heavy D, Mace, you know, who currently has a show with Cameron, was at one time signed to Diddy Bad Boy Records. And, you know, Puff Daddy was very, very popular coming up. He had artists like Sean Burrows, who they said was going to be the next Biggie Smalls. He went to prison for a shooting that transpired in a club where he was with Puff Daddy. And they saying that he kind of got thrown under the bus because Puff Daddy, you know, made it out kind of unscathed in terms of those charges. A couple of years later, Puff Daddy's bodyguard, one of his friends, one of his hitters, individual by the name of Big Wolf, will be killed in a club in Atlanta after an altercation with BMF. You know, Big Meech's crew. They said Puff Daddy had something to do with the murder of Tupac, allegedly. They said he had something to do with the murder of B.I.G., allegedly. They also said when Notorious B.I.G. died that he was broke. He was indebted to Puff Daddy, and P. Diddy was also in control of all of the funds. There's a few other artists that were on the label with Puff Daddy, or who were associated with Puff Daddy, who have made many allegations over the years. Puff Daddy is the one who also popularized Ciroc liquor, you know. So for those of y'all that don't know P. Diddy, these are just some of the things that he's associated with, some of the people that he's been associated with, and just goes to show you that he had kind of an illustrious career. As of recently, he was dealing with Carisha, who had a show, Carisha Please, on Revolt TV, otherwise known as Young Miami. They had a thing going on. He was recently sued by Young Cassie, the female artist Cassie, who was allegedly who was in a relationship with him and who alleged some very strong things. He settled that case out of court. And based on those things, as well as new allegations by an individual who said Puff Daddy, P. Diddy allegedly sexually assaulted him. He also made allegations that Puff Daddy and one of the street artists by the name of Meek Mills had a sexual relationship going on. So these are kind of all of the things that have been going on. These are all of the conversations that have been arising as a result of P. Diddy. Now, getting into the raid that transpired on his house. His house is. So as we can see, his sons were in handcuffs. We don't know what that was about. They show video footage that Puff Daddy was at an airport pacing back and forth before he took his flight and kind of fled the country. Uh, some reports say he's in custody. Some reports saying that his private jet was tracked to somewhere in the Caribbean islands and that he was with Young Miami's friend. We don't know what that's about. But it seems like it's a lot going on with your boy, Mr. Diddy, Mr. Sean Puffy Combs. And some newspaper outlets, as well as some podcasters, had things to say in regards to these charges against Diddy is a long time overdue. Now, do we know everything in regards to or pertaining to these charges against Diddy? Is this the end for Diddy, or is this just the beginning? Do a lot of people feel happy? Do a lot of people feel proud based on what's going on with Diddy? Only time will tell. What we do know is his background, some of the artists that he works with, some of the recent allegations that were brought against him. And I'm sure as time unfold, as things continue to unfold, we'll learn more about it. Diddy is a representative of New York City, Harlem. He's one of those individuals that put Harlem on the map. He's one of those individuals that broke a lot of artists, as we say. In terms of these allegations, in terms of a lot of things he was alleged to have done, we don't know the truth. We don't know the whole scoop. We not picking those sides. Here at What's Really Good Entertainment, we just give you the story. It's up to you to decide what you want to believe. Because at the end of the day, we're just trying to find out what's really good. And we want to know what's really good with these charges. We want to know what's really good with these raids on his houses. We want to know what's really good with a lot of these allegations that have been going on about your boy for all of these years. It's nothing new. People been calling Meek Mills freak Mills out here, saying that they got footage, they got evidence that, P. Diddy was busting him down allegedly. There's been rumors circulating about, Puff Daddy's parties over the years and how people were getting drugged and taken advantage of. All of these allegations, in my personal opinion, culminated into this moment where they're currently doing raids and they're currently doing and conducting an investigation into the life of Mr. Mr. Sean P. Diddy Combs. And this is a word to the wise, as well as a lesson to anybody who's in a position of power, who's ever been in a position of power, who have power right now, who seek to use and abuse their power, or who seek to use and abuse and take advantage of some people. You got to be careful because it could potentially come back around to you. Some people, it ain't come around to them yet. Some people would take, some time and some years before it come back around to them. So you got to be careful how you moving out here in these streets. Now, I ain't going to sit here and say that Puff Daddy guilty of anything. I ain't going to say he's not guilty of anything. What I'm going to say is, this is looking crazy for the black community. This is looking crazy for the music industry. It seems like another rap mogul individual who is in charge of a lot of people's careers and who made a lot of artists successful. It seemed like he going down. It seemed like, his reign is over. I'll be sure to keep y'all posted and keep y'all informed as this story developed. It's not looking good for him right now. A lot of people out there clowning, making jokes, so forth and so on. I just wanted to give you some background information in terms of who he was and some of the things that was going on, because a lot of people don't know. He hasn't been as popular in the past 10, 15 years as he was once upon a time ago. So that's just to kind of let y'all know who he is, what he about, some of the things that he was into, some of the things that he's known for. So as y'all watch the story, y'all kind of got a better idea of who he is and who and what he represented and what he was known for and who he was associated with. But like I said, man, I'm going to keep y'all posted as the story develop. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think of this situation. Let me know if y'all think he's guilty, if he's innocent. Let me know y'all feelings in the comment section down below. Make sure you share this video because, like I said, a lot of people really don't know who Puff Daddy P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, is. But you sharing this video is going to give people an opportunity to understand a little bit more about him. And I appreciate that because the more you share, the more you like the video and you recommend the video, YouTube put it in front of more people so we can turn it up, so we can learn it up, and that type of thing. You feel what I'm saying? Sorry, I've been going for a while, but you know, life take place. In any event, shout out to all my good people, man. Those who was following, those who's following for the first time. Continue to live, love, and enjoy life. Stay out the way. Stay sucker free. You know how it be. I'm going to catch you on the next one. So stay tuned. It's your boy Tyrone Hunter. What's really good entertainment? We signing off. You know.